Hey guys, it's Mr. Grable, and this is Go Math, Grade 4, Chapter 4, and we're reviewing for the test questions 18 through 22. So this first question, 18, is 66 divided by 3. I'm going to show you two different ways to do it. And the first one I'm going to show you is using the base 10 blocks. So we can make 66 this way: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's 66. We're going to put into three groups: 1, 2, 3. So remember, since this is division, everything has to be equal. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I've used all of these: 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. How many are in each group? Well, there's 22. There's 22 in each group. The other way to do this would be the standard division: 66 divided by 3. And how many 3's fit into 6 tens? 2 tens, because 2 times 3 is 6 tens. Since I'm in the ones place, I bring down the ones. How many 3's fit into 6 ones? Well, 2 3's fit into 6, so I subtract 6. And there's none remaining. All right, let's go to the next problem. All right, question 19. So for this, I clicked through because on your computer, you have to do part 1, and then you have to do part 2. And this is just division, and then using the inverse or the opposite to check your answer. So let's go ahead and do 824 divided by 2. How many 2's fit into 800? 4 2's. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4 times. So I subtract that 800. 0. Now, in my quotient here, I'm in the tens place, so I bring down the tens. How many 2's fit into 2 tens? 1 10, because 1 10 times 2 is 20, so we take that away. Since I'm in the ones place, I bring it down, and that's 4. How many 2's fit into 4? 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. So I take that away, and I'm left with 0. There's no remainder. Now, to check your work, our total should be the same. So you take your quotient, you times it by this 2, right? 412 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 110 is 20. 2 times 400 is 800. And you notice that they're the same. Now, if there's a remainder, you would need to add the remainder. All right? So I hope this helps you. All right, we're going to do 237 divided by 3, but we're going to do partial quotients. So we're going to set our problem up, but instead of doing it the standard way, we're going to do it in parts. And remember, partial means parts, and quotients is the answer to a division problem. So let's set it up. 237 divided by 3. I always like to bring this down. It really helps me with my place value. All right. So we are going to do it in parts. So how many 3's are going to fit into 237? Well, I don't want to start with 100 3's because 100 3's is 300, and that's too much. But if I do 10 3's, that's only 30, right? Because 10 times 3 is 30. That's going to take me forever to get down. So let's do 50 3's. Because 50 times 3 is 150, right? Because 3 times 5 is 15. 15 tens. All right. Well, make sure you regroup. So 13, take away 5 is 8, then 0. All right, now how many 3s can fit into 87? Can't do 50 again, right? I could do 20 because 3 times 2 tens would be 6 tens. How many 3s fit into 27? Oh, 9, because 9 times 3 is 27. And it fits in perfectly. I don't have any remainder. So how many 3s fit into 237? 79. I'm going to do this the standard way because I know a lot of us like this method. So 237 divided by 3. How many 3s fit into 200? 0. Well, 0 times 3 is 0. 2 take away nothing. It's 2. I'm in the tens place. Bring down the tens. How many 3s fit into 23? 7. Because 7 times 3 is 21. I subtract. I'm in the ones place, so I bring down the 1. How many 3s fit into 27? 9. And I don't have any remainder. All right. Question 21 and question 22 are two-step story problems. And one of the big things that we do with two-step story problems is we read it and then write down information. So this is super important that you are writing down information as you read. Miss Johnson bought 12 bags of balloons. Okay, so 12 bags of balloons. Each bag has 25 balloons. So each one of these bags, so there's 25 balloons, oops, in each bag. She fills all the balloons. I wonder how many that all is. Well, she had 12 bags of balloons and there's 25 in each bag, right? So if there's 2 bags, there'd be 50 balloons and so on. So let's do 12 times 25. I'm going to do the window method. So I'm going to do 10 and 2. I'm going to do 20 times 5. All right, let's find out how many total balloons Ms. Johnson actually bought. She bought 12 bags and there's 25 balloons in each bag. So she bought how many balloons? She bought 200 there, right? Because 2 times 1 is 2 and 10 times 10 is 100. So 200. You got 40 tons. 5 times 10 is 50 tons. And 5 times 2 is 10. So we get 200, we have 40, we have 50, and we have 10. We can add all these together. We got 0, 9, 10. We got 300. All right, so right now she has 300 balloons. That's all of the balloons. She's got 300 of them. And puts 5 balloons in each bunch. So 5 balloons in each bunch. How many bunches can she make? So there's 5 balloons, that's 1 bunch. 10 is another 5, right? That would be 2 bunches. 3 bunches. 4 bunches. 5 bunches. So we could keep going like this till we get to 300, but man, that's going to take a while. And there's a faster way of doing this, and it would be 300 divided by 5. How many 5s fit into 30? 6D, right? Because 5 times 60 would equal 300. So she would be able to make 60 bunches. Now, this is a tough problem. You got to find the total, and then you need to divide by those bunches. So this is a two-step problem. And here's another two-step problem, and this is our last one. Bottles of dish soap are shipped in boxes of 6. Okay? So in a box, there are 6 bottles of soap. How many boxes are needed to fill 4 shelves? Okay? How many boxes are needed to fill 4 shelves at the diner? So I got my 4 shelves, right? If each shelf holds 18 bottles, so there's 18 bottles of soap on each one of these shelves. Oh man, how many boxes are we gonna need to buy here? Well, all right, so we gotta do 18. You gotta find out how many total bottles, right? So we're gonna do 18 times 4. You could add 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18, but this is a pretty inefficient, inaccurate way. So 18 times 4, we'll do 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 110 is 40 tens, plus the 3 tens. So we're going to need 432 bottles. Well, that's not even here, right? So how many boxes would make 432 bottles? Well, I need to divide. 432 divided by 6. That's going to tell me how many boxes. How many 6? How many 6s fit into 400? 0. 0 times 6 is 0. 4. I'm in the tens place, the amount of times. How many 6s fit into 43? Can't go over, right? So it's 7. Because 7 times 6 is 42. 1. Going down the ones place. How many 6s fit into 12? 2. 2 times 6 is 12. And I wouldn't have any bottles left over. So it would take 72 boxes of dish soap to make sure that there's 18 bottles on each of the 4 shelves. So 432 bottles total, but you would need 72 boxes of 6 to make that. I hope that this video has helped you, and don't forget, if you have any questions, you can always come and ask me.